It looks fine. What's up? How you doing, Zaku? How you feeling? How you doing? Yeah, I'm late. My stomach. I got stomach issues. But yeah. How you doing, dog? All right, did we got everything all set up? Hey. Okay, I'm glad Twitch is working. I forgot to check Twitch. Thank you, Zaku. How you doing, dog? Korean Duder. I'm late. Actually, I just started Korean Duder because I had to go to the bathroom hella bad. So, how you doing, Korean Duder? How's your Tuesday going? That's on the AC is hot. But Zaku says chilling on a beanbag at work. Stoked for New York next weekend. Yo, let's go, dude. Yeah, I'm stoked for you to get out there, dude. You can try a chopped cheese. Wait, no, you can't eat cheese or meat. But you know what I mean. Get some bodega food, dude. I'm hyped for you. And it's cool you're on a beanbag. I need to get a beanbag. But Rampage, what up, dude? How you doing? Let's get in it. Yep, you already know. Let's go. It's Skyer. Good to see you. How's your Tuesday? How you feeling? And Cringer says 5K and Speaking 5K resets? That's crazy. Have you seen there's an Instagram account? I actually just found it last night. Oh, Soft Reset Rayquaza. It's Cringer. It's like it's an Instagram account where literally they've been posting every day. Yeah, it's called Indie Ghost. So if you're interested. Oh, you've heard of it? Okay. Gift, thank you? What? Hey, with all the emotes. But yeah, it's called I don't know if you've heard of them, but it's IINDI Ghost, like you're a ghost. Woo. But yeah, they're an Instagram account I found where they post cars and then soft resetting on Game Boy Advance. I just followed them right now, but I found them last night. And they're on day 183 of soft resetting every day until they get a shiny Rayquaza. But Skyr says, good, new desktop just arrived today. Hey, sick. What kind of specs you got, dude? Oh, almost ran to my chair. Yeah, what kind of specs you running now? I built my computer in like, I want to say 2020, and I'm still running it like 6 years later. It does everything it needs to. And low key, I kind of can't afford to get any upgrades. I'm kind of just. It's funny that the remix played right after. Sky, I'm gonna set it up tomorrow. Hey, all right, for sure. Creature says to hydrate and stretch. I got you. Oh my god. Yeah, I didn't really do anything yesterday, dude. I'm kind of like, I don't know what we're gonna talk about today. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right. Actually, I need to get my drink right here. All right. But yeah, Indie Ghost is really cool. They have like a Miata, and I love Miata, so. But yeah, and it's funny because they put like 98 Miata, 03 Game Boy Advance. Like they know the Game Boy Advance came out. Oh, actually, no, there was things. I like listened to a bunch of stuff from yesterday. Skyer, okay, Skyer says it's an i7 9th gen. Ooh, Intel i7 with 16 gigabytes of RAM. Couldn't pass it up because it was marked down from like 800 to under $300. That's crazy. Yeah. Yo, and all that RAM. The RAM itself was worth $300, dude. That's crazy. But nice, dude. Congrats. Yeah, do you know if Ryzen, like AMD Ryzen, is still like the go-to CPU? Because it was like, I remember just like one day all of a sudden it was like AMD was like, actually, we're the best now. And Intel's been struggling ever since. And Fat Man says, yo, where'd you get that computer? But good to see you, Fat Man. How's your Tuesday, dog? And Sky says, hopefully I won't have to return/refund like the last few computers. Yeah, no, definitely. That would suck. Yeah, I hate returning stuff, dude. Sometimes I'll just keep it just because I'm like, I don't feel like returning it. But on top of the computer stuff, Skyer. Actually, what are my specs? Let me check. But anyways, on top of the computer stuff, I did look up the Fire Red hack you talked about. The Fire Red Leaf Green IPS ARG ROM hack. I found it, and I can't play it because it's scary. I just read the description and it was like, this is a horror game, and I was like, oh nope, that's too scary for me. But Fat Man says, not too bad, just showing up to work. Hey, glad to hear you chilling. That's what's up. Heck yeah, Fat Man. Yeah, how do I this PC? How do I see my my specs? I have a 2 terabyte hard drive that's about to run out of space. I'm always running out of space on my hard drive. But I got 32 gigs of RAM. Oh wow! And I have a Ryzen 5 5600X 6-core processor. I got an 8 gigabyte graphics card. I have a Radeon RX 580 and 2 terabytes of storage. But that's my my PC specs. But I built this, yeah, I think in 2020. Oh, actually installed in 2021. So yeah, so I guess, yeah. And Sky says, hey, for the scary fire red hack. Yeah, I remember I just kept reading it, like everyone was like, but there's a new rock by the water. That was like the meme. So everyone talking about the ROM hack was like, don't forget to check out the rock by the water. So I guess that activates like the horror mode or something. But yeah, I can't do scary games, dude. Yeah, the only scary game I can kind of handle is Resident Evil. But even then, certain Resident Evils. Like, I like the one where they're in Africa. I think it's Resident Evil 6? I don't know. Like, I can handle that. And I can handle watching people play scary games. Because I dated someone that was like a big Markiplier fan. And I would like watch Markiplier with her. So yeah. And he would play horror games. But even then, sometimes I'd be like, it's kind of scary. So yeah. And Zeke, what up, dude? Good to see you. How you feeling? How you doing? Yo, Banger Music, thank you. I still listen to my CDs and cassettes. Hey, heck yeah, I'm glad to hear. What's your favorite game OST? That's really tough. That's really, really tough. If I had to pick, I don't know if I could pick just one, but Sonic Adventure 2 for sure, Jet Set Radio for sure, Bomber Cyberpunk for sure, Kingdom Hearts, like the entire everything Kingdom Hearts for sure, and maybe Bayonetta, dude. I'm not gonna lie, like I love the Bayonetta, like do 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 do, and it's like all like the crazy jazz and like singing and stuff. I love the Bayonetta OST. I listen to that all the time. Like in fact, I have like a Bayonetta flip, Fly Me to the Moon. So it's like some singer, I think out in Spain, that like worked with the Sega sound team. Or I don't know if Sega, Bayonetta's not Sega, but anyways. But they worked with the Bayonetta Platinum Games team to do like a Fly Me to the Moon cover. And I like flipped it into like a feature funk song. And like I've dropped it at shows. And it's really cool to see like a bunch of, especially, I don't know, not a specific anyone, but a lot of the girls tend to be in the crowd, like doing their little like, in the cosplay, like fly me to the moon, like they love it. So yeah. Zeke says super valid clicks. What are your favorite, Zeke? What's your favorite game OSTs? And Logan, yo, the goat is live. What's up, Logan? How you doing? How's your Tuesday? Okay, yeah, we're just gonna sign Monster Tape Zeros. But I did get the covers for Monster Tape 1. But I'm gonna share that probably maybe next week. I'll finally like do a public cover reveal for anyone who's not in the Kaiju Club or like any of the fan clubs. Because last night I was up till 5 a.m. making a PowerPoint presentation to explain the meaning of every song on the album. So then hopefully today, after I'm done packing orders, I'm gonna try to record the song stories as like one super long video, and I'll put like YouTube chapters, and I'm gonna give everyone like the full MP4 file if you get the deluxe edition, and then I'm gonna try to go through and just like explain how I made every individual song. So yeah. And Creedra says, I'm playing Persona 3 FES. What's the difference between Persona 3 and Persona 3 FES? I've always played Persona 3 Portable for the PSP. Persona 3 Portable is super sick. I never actually finished it though, the game's kind of long. And Creedra says, honestly, I don't know. Either way, Persona 3 is a banger. It came with the PSP off of Market. Oh, then you got okay, it's the OG Persona 3. Yeah, I've always just played the PSP remake. But Logan says, my Tuesday's been goated, bro. I'm almost done with my new website for my label. I'm also having some merch designs made for Almedia in general. Then the collab album volume 1. Sick, dude. Yeah, you're just absolutely crushing it. You're getting like a billion things done every day. That's what's up, Logan. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm stoked for you. And Zeke says, Rise Star and Sega Genesis is definitely up there. Mega Man X80s are good too. Yeah. Yeah, Mega Man soundtracks are super dang. My favorite Mega Man soundtrack, low-key, is Mega Man 2 for the Game Boy Color, or Game Boy. Because I built a Game Boy emulator way back in the day, and like one of the first games I got to like work and like get the soundtrack working was Mega Man 2. And because I had to hear it so many times, I was like, actually, this kind of bangs, dude. Like I like the Game Boy Mega Man soundtrack more than like the OG Mega Man 2, or Mega Man 2 for the Game Boy. But yeah, like even the songs are different. But those are good picks, Zeke. Hell yeah. And Skyr says, Persona 3 FES has an extra story and some more content in general. Oh, okay, sick. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, I still got my PlayStation 2. Maybe I should get a copy, dude. Not gonna lie. But Korean Judah says, it has extra game mode that kind of... Oh yeah, Korean Judah says the same thing as Skyr. Hell yeah. Yeah, the journey, the answer is extras, I think. Persona 3 Reload has the one song. Nice, nice. Heck yeah, dude. You have to look up the differences or something. That's cool. That's cool. You're playing the expanded edition, or the expanded version. And Logan says, we all use Vaporboy in class, right? I mean, honestly, I bet there was. I remember that, like, I felt like I made it, Logan, when, like, someone on YouTube made, like, before iOS, you were allowed to install emulators. Like, I was the only Game Boy emulator that, like, you could use on an iPhone. Because I specifically made it for phones. Like, the phone browser. I remember someone made, like, the old, like, 2000s, like, Dead Mouse intro. All right, guys, I'm going to show you how to run Game Boy games on your iPhone. And I was like, yo, I made it. I made it. But then the guy, like, low-key halfway through was like, yeah, this little dialogue shows up. It's dumb. Just ignore it. And I'm like, oh, not my dialogue. It was pretty funny. But the guy was hyped. He, like, gave a whole tutorial on how to use my emulator on YouTube. And I was like, let's go, dude. So, yeah. But, Skyr says the boss themes in Game Boy Mega Man 2 is so good. Exactly, Skyr. It's so good. I'm glad you know what's up, dude. Hell yeah. And Butter, dude, oh my bad. How you doing, Butter? How you been? How's driving those trucks, dude? How's trucking? How do you like the truck stops? I feel like some truck stops are like hella cool, and some are just like, we don't care. But Logan says, everybody copy Vaporboy, bro. You're just goated. Oh, thank you, Logan. I appreciate the goated allegations. But yeah, building that emulator was pretty cool. Sometimes I just remember, like, as hard as I worked on the emulator, that's how I work on music now. I would just be up until like 7 in the morning, asleep on my keyboard, like trying to write Game Boy emulation code. It was crazy. And like thinking back about it, I'm surprised my partner at the time wasn't like, you need to stop. She was like cool with it. That'd be like, we'd be like out for dinner for a date, and they'd be like, yeah, so I gotta get the timer working better, and yada yada yada. You know what I mean? And like, why does Shantae have so many weird edge cases? You know what I mean? The creator just says real quick, I got called to work, never mind. Yeah, no worries, creator. Enjoy work and take it easy, dog. The shiny hunt continues though? Yes. Glad to hear the shiny hunting is going good, creator. But Butter says, trucking's going good, everything else is shifty, not gonna lie. Oh, shifty. Shitty, my bad. I'm sorry to hear everything else is going bad, but trucking is going good. Like everything else in like life is going bad, or just like the actual trucking itself is good? It's just all the stuff around trucking. Oh, okay. Creator, I'm not leaving work. Okay, my bad. I'm not leaving stream. Okay, cool. But yeah, Butter, if you don't mind explaining, because yeah, my buddy who I hang out with all the time that does trucking, that's what it sounds like. Is that he's like, yeah, I don't mind the job. It's just like, I don't know, the trucking companies be kind of like goofy to be telling you like the most random times. Actually, we need you to drive to Oklahoma because fuck you. That's why. Yeah, I mean. But Rampage says, I want to check out the Game Boy version. I've been watching an interview with Tatsushi, composer for Mega Man 2. Oh, that's it. Yeah, definitely Rampage. Check it out. It's actually a really, really good game. And the soundtrack's is hella good. That's cool. You watching an interview with them. I love watching like artist interviews. What's wild is I didn't realize until like I started watching more YouTube stuff, like how much video game composers. I know this is like after Mega Man, but like a lot of them were using like they were sampling everything, dude. Like I didn't realize how much video game music from like the 2000s was all just like samples, like just crazy like random chopped up samples. Like it wasn't just like Naganuma, like they were all sampling like 24/7. But I mean, you can even make the argument that like, you know, I think I shared it once in the Kaiju Club, fan club. What's it called? That a lot of like original like 8-bit songs were just like city pop like licks, you know what I mean? So yeah. But Logan says Dave Luntz got signed to Create Music Group, which signed Marshmello and Tiffany Day, but they also signed Jay Slat and Iron Mouse, so they're just signing anyone in the mouth. Yeah, that's the thing, is that like a lot of these like creator agencies, like they tend to just like sign whoever. It's more just like, if I'm not mistaken, how it works, Logan, is that like anytime like you want a deal or something, they just take 15% of the top. So like whatever, no matter what you're doing, like they just get 10%. So they just want to like be a middleman for you really and not provide honestly that much value. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they'll go to search out for deals for you, but it's more just they're like an agent. Original Butter says, I can't give a reason without Buzz killing a stream. Okay, well, thank you for considering that, Butter. But yeah, I hope things get better for you then. And yeah, I'm sending you all the best luck. I'm giving you my energy. Things go better, brother. Yeah. But hi, William. How you doing? You still drinking that yak milk? I guess. Is this yak milk? It's just my little orange juice. I drink every morning. There's caffeine in it. Hey, what up, Dark Ray? How you doing? How you feeling? How you doing? But yeah, how's your Tuesday, William? And Zeke says, I can't believe I left out the GOAT Toby. Didn't you mention Delta Room? Yeah, the Undertale soundtrack is pretty crazy too, I'm not gonna lie. Whenever I think of Toby too, I'm like, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, dude, that's wild that like, not only did they learn how to make the game, how to do the graphics, like how to draw all the pixel art and make the music. So it's like one thing to learn all three, but it's also like a whole other thing to be good at all three, you know what I mean? Like that to me is wild. Because like, you can learn how to do multiple things, but to like to be really talented at all of them is like, I don't know. That's like a whole other thing. Zeke, by any chance, do you know if Toby's ever mentioned like which one they like doing the most or which one they struggle with the most? Has there been like an interview like that? Because I'd be stoked to hear if like they were like, actually, I like the music and the coding. It's just like the art is really bad. That's how I am. Like I had music and code, I got you, but it's like the art that I'm like, ugh. Not that I mean, it's not like I cannot do it, but I'm just not good at it, so I just don't. Yeah. But William said it's going good. That's cool, William. Glad to hear. You listen to any new music, William? Or what music have you been listening to lately, William? If you don't mind sharing. And Logan says, no, the label would sign J-Slat, Tiffany Snake, and Iron Mice full label. It's a full-on label. Oh my god, full-on label named Broke, owned by them, but I think they got them through their creator agency, so you might be right. Okay, yeah. Yeah, because, yeah, it's just kind of how agencies work. They just want, like, to be your middleman. Hey, William.
New merch order from William.
Thank you, William. If you're watching, let me know. And I'll pack it right now. Is that just mainly the doors? I stick to them? It's not you, William, right? It's a different William? Let me check. Nice. Actually, you need to, like, listen more to the doors. I haven't listened to them in a while. Oh, it is you, William. Oh, you got him the plushie. Oh, thank you so much, William. All right, cool. I'll pack it right now. Then put this away. Thank you, William. I'm glad to hear you wanted the plushie. Hey, thank you. Yeah, we only have like 10 left too, so I'm glad you grabbed one. Yay, thank you, William. I really, really appreciate it. I'll throw extra stuff in there for you too. And Zeke says, I'm not actually sure. I bet he said somewhere during anniversary streams and stuff. Okay, cool. Well, I don't know, I'll look into it, Zeke. Thank you. for letting me know. But we're getting William a plushie. Let me get you a good one. This one, I'm gonna try to get you the best one, William. This one looks, I like this one. All right, cool. And what's funny is because they get shipped, low key, they end up coming with like a really funny shaped head. So I said to squish it like this, and then it looks more normal. But Logan says only good middleman is my manufacturers like diggers. Yep, because they just go direct manufacturers. I want to do something like that before I went all on merch on my label. I feel that. Just the middleman's straight to manufacturers, but you can make stores under it. If I like the fun of being a label. Yeah, definitely. I feel it, Logan. Yeah, middleman stuff. Yeah, they're kind of like usually want to go direct, like you're saying. And Zaku says song always makes me remember Crystal nostalgia. Oh, I'm glad, dude. Yeah, actually, I don't know. I've been thinking about Crystal a lot lately too. Because Jesse came by the last stream and they were like, dude, I'm so friends with everyone from Crystal, man. Thank you so much for doing that back in the day. I was like, oh. So yeah, I'm thinking about Crystal a lot. And William says, I got the other one staring at me on the shelf next to me. Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, this will be a new one, William. See, I just squished them around and they look like they're good as new, which is kind of funny. And if you're curious, and everybody, I only have, I mean, it's gonna look like a lot. I only have this many left. I have like 15 left. And then I can't get any more because of the tariffs. So once I run out, I run out. But all right, cool. So we got that. Gotta get you your glasses. William, do you want any particular stickers or anything? You want more of the dragon sticker? The Monster Zero sticker, or by any chance? And Zaku says, save at least one. I'll buy it from you when I come visit. All right, cool. Yeah, my plan is to save probably like at least two because I'm crazy. But low key, I'll save one for you. And like, I don't know, I'm already pre-thinking of like whenever I go on a date with somebody and I like them enough, I want to be like, here's a plushie rather than flowers. So yeah, I gotta save one for that. But William says, whatever you send, I'm happy with anything. Okay, cool. Awesome. Well, here, let me grab the box for you. I just wanna love you. Hey.
New merch order from Wesley.
Thank you, Wesley. If you're watching, let me know and I'll pack it right now. Well, I guess we'll pack it after William, but yeah. Yeah, I got the box for you, William. But yeah, Zaku, when you come visit, I'm gonna give you a bunch of stuff. Yeah, I know I have to give you one of the misprints on the Distraught Monsters. And yeah. Hey, William says, I just don't feel right hanging out all the time, not spending money. Oh, I mean, I appreciate that. I mean, you can totally hang out, but I mean, I appreciate the support, William. Anything you're down to support with, I'm happy. Well, thank you. I'm glad to hear that, like, you know, you feel like you want to support, and that means a lot, William. Thank you so much. Yeah. And Jam Wallace says, "You rule, bro." Thank you, Jam. How's your Tuesday going? Thanks for stopping by, dog, and I appreciate the kind words, Jam. And Zeke says, "That's probably the best flirt flex I've ever actually heard." Yeah. Thank you. I be scheming. I be in here scheming. So thank you, Zeke. But I have to talk to somebody first. I've been too busy watching VTubers. Probably gotta start actually going outside. But yeah. And who is it? Good to see you. How you doing? Yo, I guess you got the news today? I got the news. Which news? Which news do I got? Oh yeah, I did get that news. Dolly gone. I know. R.I.P. Dolly Parton, dude. What's wild is actually I know quite a bit about. If I'm not mistaken, it's her. But actually, I know quite a bit of her story just from like my history classes and stuff I'd be taking. Yeah, Dolly Parton's kind of like hella in like an OG. Like she was super big for like helping out like underprivileged people. She actually had like a really hard upbringing too. And she had like Dollyland just to hire all of her like hometown like friends and stuff. Like Dolly Parton, I know. Yes, R.I.P. to a legend. I'm glad to see that like everyone is like, yo, Dolly Parton was like not a single bad thing can be said about Dolly Parton. And William says her story is well known. She was a Titan. Yeah, she really was, dude. R.I.P. And Logan says, bro, you're cool. Doubloon sent me down a rabbit hole of a custom Shopify front end. Now I have like artists, Avalax, and like labels / whatever. I don't make merch with their labels yet. That's cool, yeah. Yeah, honestly, Doubloon kind of is my secret sauce. I'm not gonna lie. I think I mentioned that to you. It's kind of my secret sauce. I'm not gonna lie. Even though it looks what's it called? So goofy and like minimal, but like, dude, it kind of works because I made it so fast. So I'm a web performance engineer. So yeah. Turn this on. Oh yeah. And Zeke says that's so real. Me personally, I'll be single forever at this rate. I have too many ongoing projects and money trouble. I feel that. Well, actually, Zeke, I mean, if it means anything, so I'm about to go on the whole. Let me know if this is too much. But actually, one thing I've been going through with I guess I would say with therapy a lot is before I was doing music, I was like a really well-paid software engineer. So much of my like kind of like my idea of like what it meant to be a good boyfriend was the ability to provide for people. And then through multiple like therapy sessions and just looking back at like what I've been telling my therapist in the past, every time I talk about my value as like a boyfriend, I never want to mention the fact that like I pay her bills and that's why she likes me. You know what I mean? So you'd be surprised, like money, as much as it is an issue, I think if you connect with someone and like you can hold space for them emotionally, I think that's more important. Keeping it real. And I know it's like, it's definitely gonna, maybe for them they'll be like, oh, this guy's broke. But you know what I mean? Like anyone worth their salt as a partner wouldn't look at you for that. You know what I mean? As long as you're not like mooching off of them. You know what I mean? And like, you know what I mean? Because there's ways you can be in a partnership with someone and not like constantly going to like Heidi Lao hot pot. You know what I mean? So it's just something worth considering. Like your masculinity isn't, or whatever your partnership. I'm not gonna assume you're masculine, but you know what I'm trying to say. Whatever gender ility you want to call it, isn't dependent on money really. If it's the right person, and you want to be with the right person to begin with, right? So like, yeah, I don't know if that helps, but yeah, it's something I'm going through. But Zaku says we got the wrong people dying out here. Yeah, we really do. We really do. So yeah. And we really, I don't know. We gotta talk to somebody. Like yo. Maybe somebody else. We gotta start doing Hunger Games or something. Because you're taking the wrong people. And Rampage says she was married 60 years, which is amazing on the time. Exactly. Yeah, Dolly Parton was a G, dude. Dolly Parton was kind of cracked that life in all the best ways. And William says I live about 2 hours from Dollywood and Pigeon Forge. That's cool, William. I didn't know that. I thought Dollywood was more in the Midwest. That's awesome. Have you ever been, William, to Dollywood? And Logan says I hate collections or collections, so I just made up an artist tag. Yeah, I think that looks a lot nicer, Logan, to make it like /artist rather than like /collections, because it does kind of look like I'm on a store rather than like a music community. You know what I mean? So I think that's a good move. And now I gotta find out how to make GBA cartridges. Yeah, let me know if you do. That'd be sick. I'm almost allowing artists to make promos, except by Label Camp because their API. So if I'm like, yeah, no, I feel you, Logan. Yeah, hopefully you get accepted. That'd be sick. Yeah, dude, I'm super hyped for your label, Logan. You're crushing it. And Kuzit says, just gonna say this is gonna be a long week, a long week. It might be a month because almost to the Dolly Parton. Yeah, no, for real, it really is, dude. Yeah. It really is going to be a long week. And yeah, William says, who is it? I feel you on that one. Yeah. Yeah, I'm probably going to spend a bunch of time later tonight kind of like sitting with it. You know what I mean? Because honestly, I woke up like 3 hours ago. I saw the news. I was like, oh shit. But I haven't had time to like process it because I'm like, I got a stream. You know what I mean? But Zaku says, brother, I was couch surfing and still getting it in. You see, that's the thing, is I hear stories like that, and I'm like, yeah, I think for real though, I don't think they really, because if you love somebody, you love somebody, dude. And no matter how much you make. And like, that's the thing, is that like, most people just want to, they just want to lay on the couch with you more than anything. You know what I mean? So yeah. So hell yeah, Zaku. That's what's up. But Zeke says, that's true. Like, don't be a bum, but you're right. Money won't get in the way of true love. You're all good. You got it right. I get you. Okay, Zeke, I'm glad to hear. Yeah. That's fine what I've been sitting with. And the big reason is because, like, I'll keep it real. Like, I live such a tight budget because of all the music stuff, because it all goes to free CD. Every money I have is going to free CDs. So because of that, it's like, I don't know, like, you trying to eat some ground beef tacos with me? You know what I mean? Or like, you trying to hang out at the park for free? You know what I mean? Like, you trying to go to a baseball game on a Tuesday during the specials where the tickets are only $5? Like, that's what it's gonna have to be for me and whoever's trying to say what's up next. I need to get that little like cardboard square for William. Here we go. And William says, no, I have not gone to Dollywood because I'm too old for the roller coasters and stuff with back issues and everything. I feel that. But I got to go to Cherokee Pigeon Forge about twice a month. I want to go try Bubblegum Shrimp Company in Gateway in a couple weeks. That's nice. I've actually never been to Bubblegum. I've been to Joe's Crab Shack, which is kind of similar. And, but yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, enjoy Bubblegum. That's going to be really good. And I feel you on the back issues. I can still ride roller coasters, thankfully. But yeah, no, I'm like almost there where it's like, okay, I have to be careful with these. And who is it says, wait, there's a Bubblegum Shrimp Company in Gatlinburg and no one told me? Well, hey, that's why we do the streams. Thank you, William, for letting who is it know that there's a Bubblegum. Yeah, there's one in Long Beach I've always wanted to go to. I just never had the chance. And Zaku says, I have crooked teeth and I'm only 5'5". You can do this. I know, yeah. I'm not too tripping. I have crooked teeth too. I got a little snaggle tooth. You can't see it on the stream, but I can do a little like anime. I call it my anime fang. What's funny too is my nephew. So my buddy and their wife is a dentist, and my nephew, because like their mom is a dentist, they like pay attention to everyone's teeth because like it's his mom's job. So like after they were like old enough to kind of like be able to be like, hey, what's up? You know what I mean? Now they're like they're growing into a kid. I hadn't seen them for a while, and now that they speak like really good English, they were like, why are your teeth so messed up? Ha ha! But he was like, oh, shut up! Just like yelling at his son. And I was like, no, it's fine. And I was like, it's because I'm an anime character. He's like, oh, really? I was like, yeah, I'm just like a Pokemon. He's like, oh, that's crazy. Like Charizard? And I was like, yeah, me and him are friends. And he was like, oh, no way. It was really cute. And William says, I lost a lot of my teeth to drugs. I would do it to hype up and do the heroin to crash. Nowadays, I regret those choices. Hey, we live and learn. You know what I mean? As long as you're doing good now, I think that's what matters, right? And hello, Roses. How you doing? How you doing, Roses? How's your Tuesday going? Also, who is it? I want to tell you, I listened to Street Player by Chicago. And what's funny is I didn't realize, but it's a Future Funk sample. Have you heard the song Lord Sun? It did a flip of it. I forgot the name of it. But if you look up Lord Sun and Artsy Music, they did a Future Funk flip of Chicago Street Player. And I was like, oh, like as soon as I heard the song, I was like, one of my homies flipped this from way back in the day. It's a really good song, besides just the sample. But still, like, I think, thank you for recommending it. because I never listened to the original. I only heard my buddy's flip of it. So yeah, and I'm glad you know what I'm talking about. Okay, cool, yeah, because I've always heard that version. And but yeah, I'm glad you know who is it. But thanks for recommending it again. But Logan says on Twitch, my streak, and because I hit the character limit, starting independent label named All Media. All your projects are retiring. We're huge inspiration level niche media. I'm looking into manufacturing things like G-Wave, Dreamcast, PS2 discs, or dip cassette. A. Some of the process how those are put together, or something like that. I don't know. Oh, okay, you're trying to phrase the email to iOS. I think what you wrote is perfect, honestly, Logan. It's just, I think it's not that like you're doing anything wrong. I think they're probably just not paying attention to the email. They haven't really, been that active to my knowledge. I just haven't seen them release something in a while. It's on Instagram, the algorithm might not be showing me, but still, you know what I'm trying to say? But William says 31 years clean, no alcohol or drugs. Congrats, William. That's awesome. That's beautiful. We love to hear that. Yeah, dude. Yeah, getting clean it's hard work. It's not a joke. But huge congrats. Yeah, I watch a lot of like documentaries on skateboarders, and a lot of times they have to deal with sobriety and stuff like that. And like they just tell stories of like how hard it is, So huge congrats to you, William. That's beautiful. And Logan says, just hit a 3-stream streak. If only YouTube and Instagram have those. I know, right? Yeah. But dude, thanks for being on a streak. That's what's up, Logan. And Rosa says, nice. I've been good. How about you? I've been good. Yeah, just hanging out. Just getting Monster Shape 1 stuff done. We're packing a plushie for William. And yeah. Kind of hanging out. Did you make any new Air Riders friends by any chance? And then that's our goal lately, to get you some Air Rider friends. But Zeke says, 31 years is fantastic. Congrats. Yeah, William, we're all super proud of you. That's awesome. And okay, cool. So we're giving William some stickers now. Oh yeah. All right, cool. What stickers have you given? Can you give William? I'll sneak something in there for you, William. Hey. Yeah, my bad. I gotta put a screen over here. And Rosa says, no, it's been the same people. Okay, yeah, no worries. Well, if anyone ever comes by, hopefully someone will come by the stream and be like, I'm looking for Air Rider friends. And they're like, oh, perfect. One of these days. And William says, thanks to everyone who replied. It was all God. I had no say in the matter. It was either clean or die. Yeah, that's kind of like what it comes down to. But I'm glad to hear that God could help you through that. I've been getting lots of not to like get super like religious, but one thing's been really nice is it's just super. It's on Instagram, but there's someone who made like a PlayStation 1 like stories of the Bible where it's like a dinosaur and he talks to like Jesus, like PlayStation 1 Jesus, but they tell actual biblical stories. I'm like, this is actually really nice. So I like watch it sometimes. I'm like, hell yeah, dude. But it's like kind of like silly how they're presenting it, but like it's like direct quotes, you know what I mean, from the Bible. So it's like it's very serious, but at the same time it's just like, it's kind of like Veggie Tales, where it's like it's a bunch of vegetables. But it's like, you know what I mean? But it's scripture. And Skyra says, actually, I'm playing Air Riders right now. I just don't have online. Oh, dang. Well, hopefully, one of these days. But also, one other thing too, Logan, I listened to Glitchcat, the artist you were recommending, and I thought they were good. They hella reminded me of like if Moe Shop made Rocket League music. That's how my brain kind of interpreted them. If that makes sense. William, you probably have like a billion stickers from me, dude. Oh, I just noticed I had these. What the heck? Hey, William, do you have a car? And William says, I do legal THC for seizures from being physically... Oh, I feel that, yeah. Well, I'm glad to hear that it helps with the seizures. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it does have its benefits. It's been wild to see the research coming out about THC, though, because I've always like grown up around it and stuff. But yeah, it's wild to see like some of the studies come out that's like, probably shouldn't be doing it too young, but it does have like lots of really good medical cases. But awesome. And William says, yes, I drive. Okay, this is the very last Groovy Kaiju air freshener. I'll just give it to you. I put them as sold out just in case someone ordered one, but yeah. It's in my like things that are about to sell out bag. To say thank you for getting another plushie. But Zeke says, love Air Riders, grew up on the OG, just don't have online. Yeah, I grew up on the OG as well, Zeke, for Air Riders. Yeah, Roses has like the newest one for the Switch 2. I still need to play it. I need to go to my buddy's house and be like, yo. But Cademan says, dude, VeggieTales, good to see you, Cademan. Hope you've been doing good, dude. It's been a little bit. How you feeling? How you doing? But yeah, VeggieTales was super sick. I remember watching, I think I watched it in like school or something. I watched a couple episodes growing up. William says, can't have enough stickers. Yep. That's what I'm saying, dude. I feel bad. I need to put more stickers on all my stuff. Like low-key, I need to put more on my skateboard, but I just keep forgetting. But Logan says, oh yeah, Glitchcat is goated. I DM tell Monster Cat I'm sorry, but I stole how they do licensing so people can license songs on Discord. That licensing. Oh, that's cool, yeah. Yeah, I need to do the same thing for Groovy Kaiju, I'm not gonna lie. People ask me all the time to like license my stuff. And I just say, yeah, go for it. But a part of me is like, it would be, I don't know, just because I know the content ID process, I was thinking about maybe just make like a little $10 thing that's like, you buy on Shopify and it's like an actual PDF that you can like give to YouTube to be like, no, here you go. So that way you just, you know, not just you have like, look at my DM. It should just be like an actual like, yeah, I mean, I don't know, one of these days. But Azaku says, that Bible's dinosaur reminded me of you. What? Oh, wow, okay. Logan. I'm not Logan, Zaku. I'm glad that it's funny that it reminded you of me. That's funny. But I remember you're too famous for IG DMs. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I know, yeah. It's just, I don't know. It just becomes so much easier. I'll be honest, it's gotten a little bit easier because I found out you can like use your iPhone from your computer. Because it was more just like, it was the typing. Like I want to type with my, you know, I type way faster. So like, just send me an email. But yeah. But cool, and here, I got you a whole bunch of stickers and other good stuff, William. And I gave you some other secret surprises in there. And Cademan says, I'm doing good, feeling good. How about you? I'm doing good, feeling good, dude. I'm just hanging out. You know, packing up a plushie for William. Sign him on stage zeros. I can't complain, I'll be honest. Yeah, thanks for asking, Cademan. And Zeke says, Larry Boy was peak. Larry Boy. Oh, from VeggieTales? Or which one? I'm lost. Who's Larry Boy? Which Larry Boy are we talking about? Logo says, Ocean online licensing page. Imagine, that would be sick. Hell yeah. Hey, William says, I put a few stickers on my car. When the dry rot, when they dry up, oh my god, dry rot, I carved them off and add a new one or two. Yeah. Oh, cool. Well, I'm glad to hear it. I need to put stickers on my car too. I just haven't. I don't know why. I just be living my life. Be living fast. Just trying to keep up with everything. I'm like always in a rush. And Logan says, oh yeah, I wish I had an iPhone to do that. It sucks using a source copy on Mac. Yeah, exactly. Because it used to be where they didn't have that, so I actually have like a little like iPhone keyboard that I was using to like reply to comments and stuff like that. But I don't know, because I talk with so many emojis just to like be more. Honestly, I do it mostly for the clarity, so that way like there's never like a, if I'm, I don't know, just in case when I'm like trying to talk to people, they don't ever get like confused if I'm like saying something mean or not. Because if you use like the meanest thing, you put the smiley face emoji, the viewer like, oh, you didn't mean bad when you said that. You know what I mean? So that's why I talk with emojis, just for the clarity. But since I use so many, it's like really tough to like type on like a keyboard. But now they have the iPhone thing, I could do like a whole thing with Mac. It just makes it way easier. But I didn't add it to like just recently. And Zeke said, yeah, they had the Cucumber doing Batman stuff on VeggieTales. Something. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Okay, cool. And Mexigamer says them sticker joints gonna. It was good to see it, Mexigamer. But those sticker, what's it called? Joints gonna melt in that Arizona sun. Yeah, they might, dude. Yeah, it's true. If I put them on the car, they are gonna completely melt. And William, to reply to someone, I think you have to like hover your mouse over their like chat message and click a button, right? I don't know. And Zaku says, the last girl I was dating would judge me for using emojis. Hey, well, that's her loss, dude. That is her loss. I'm sorry you don't like a little bit of... Because here's the thing, Zaku, if they don't like deadass, if she is so serious about herself where she can't use an emoji, that's not someone I want to be with, man. Let's keep it real. If she can't have a little bit of fun and just how she's talking to you, like, then come on, man. And Voidstrom, what up, dude? It's been a minute. How you doing? Voidstrom? How's doing art at work going? Oh, I gotta print your stuff, William. But yeah, it's all packed up, William. I got you some stickers and all kinds of good stuff in there. And yeah. And Mexigamer says, bumper you for being a good communicator. That's what I'm saying, dude. Yeah, she wasn't for you, dog. She wasn't for you. And Zaku says, yeah, haha. All right, here we go. Gonna print this out for William. And Voice says, I'm chilling, been making reels on Instagram, so that's been consuming me, lol. How are you? Oh, what kind of reels are you making? Have I not seen them yet? Because sometimes the algorithm just be like, dumb. But I'm doing good. Just hanging out, packing orders, same old. Signing some Monster Tape Zeros. Last night I filmed, or I made the PowerPoint for the Monster Tape 1 Deluxe Edition stuff, so I'm like gonna film that probably later tonight after I pack all the orders. So yeah, pretty much this week is finish Deluxe Edition, and next week is take photos and announce the album. So like, well, I mean, you already know it's coming, Voice, but like to like everyone on Instagram. So I'm hyped. I'm doing good. Can't complain. And I am Jax. Yo, it's good. What's up, Jax? How you doing? How you feeling? How's your Tuesday going? Thanks for stopping by. And William says, by the way, did I tell everyone the new Grammy was gonna be a little boy? Yes, you did. You told everyone last time, and we were all like, let's go. We were all super happy for you, William. And Voisham says, it's reels of me painting Tattoo Flash, and that's what's up. Can't wait for the job. Thank you, dude. Yeah, have you posted them yet? Or are you still like editing them? Voisham. And Messi Gamer says, bro, Underscores is doing a U-Haul performance at the Schultz in Chicago tomorrow on the download. Hey, that's sick, dude. Yeah, I'm still listening to Underscore like nonstop. That being said, though, I actually, funny enough, X Gamer, yesterday I spent a lot of the day while I was doing like computer work. I listened to Underscore's entire discography, and here's the thing. Underscore's early stuff. Hey, Aaron.
New merch order from Aaron.
Thank you, Aaron. I appreciate. If you're watching, let me know, and I'll pack it for you right as soon as we take this up for William. But yeah, I listened to Underscore's entire discography, Mexigamer, and yes, in my opinion, all of her albums before You were like, they were like okay, like I'd give them like 2 out of 5. There's a couple bangers here and there, but You, that album just is crazy. Like all of her earlier stuff was more like rock and roll kind of Dariacore hyperpop stuff. But this album was just like, she locked into the studio and went crazy. So yeah, so it's underscore is, that's why I kind of slept on them, because I've been listening to their stuff and I was like, what I mean? But it wasn't until you that I was like, wait, whoa, what happened? What happened? So yeah. But Logan says, bro, Xavier, ignored me on Twitter when I said Xavier so base. We should call you Xavier so base. Like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah, I love underscores, old stuff. I love her and stuff. But Fishmonger is my favorite album ever. Oh, you like Fishmonger more? Yeah, dude, no. No, you are correct. Fishmonger is good, but dude, the newest album is like, I don't know, in my opinion, like leaps in like a whole gabillion light years above her other stuff. But Zaku says, that's so crazy, you're releasing a new album. I wonder what's going to sound like. I know, right? I wonder what's going to sound like, dude. We'll see. I guess we'll have to find out. But Voyagem says, I got over 1,000 views, which is huge since my Insta got overlooked. But okay, sick, yeah. Let me take a screenshot so I know to watch it later tonight. Watch the reels you've been posting. Yeah, my bad, because Instagram, to your point, sometimes you posting them and like, they don't even show them to your friends. It's crazy. Yeah, I just looked and yeah, they literally have not shown this on my feed. But yeah, dude, I'm stoked to watch these later. But congrats on making reels, dude. That's what's up. And Fortune says, appreciate always. You always see my stories, but my posts get lost. Yeah, I don't know why. I feel like I see everybody's story. I actually live on people's stories. I don't know why. I like mostly watch stories and reels. But I see every one of your stories. But Logan says, yeah, I love... Wait, no, we talked about that. Doctor says, I wonder what the album cover's gonna look like. Lamau, yeah. I could tell everyone it's Megalon inspired. I mean, a lot of people in the Kaiju... Well, no, most gaming people have seen it. But yeah. But it's like Megalon inspired. But I know, we're joking. But next game says, stars and ads. But yeah, bro, I agree. Bangers here and there, but you did not miss one. Exactly, yeah. Even like the more songs that are more like low key on you are still like, this is a good song. Even if it's not like on my playlist, I'm still like, I low key might buy a CD of the album, I'm not gonna lie. But Logan says, about to connect to my principal's Tesla and play Monster Tape 1. That would be funny, but it'd probably get suspended. Now, imagine. What if they were like, what is this? No, I'm kidding. Don't do it, Logan. Don't get suspended. Please don't. But Zeke says, super true. I made a reel on my business account, and my first serious but low effort one got like almost 100 views. But my high effort one spent time was only cruising on like 100 a day later. I know, right? And but yeah, reels are so random, dude. Like you have to, I don't know, there's like so you have to like do like all the hooks and stuff. Like you have to like plan strategy. Yeah, reels are weird. But William says, I should have had you auto the plushie, you sign everything else. Do you mean you want me to sign the plushie? I can sign the plushie for you if you want, William. I can open it back up real quick. I just boxed it up, but yeah. Let me know, William, if you want me to sign. No, man? No sign? Before I put the label on it? I guess I can still put the label on it, oh yeah. Going once, going twice, William? Oh, the plushie, okay, cool. All right. No worries. Yeah, some people have asked me to sign the plushie, William. But it does look kind of weird because it's just like Sharpie, and it doesn't, like, Sharpie on fabric doesn't, I don't know, my opinion. But I have signed a couple of them. What? No worries, I'm busting my chops. Thanks for busting my chops, please. Alright, cool. And Logan says, bro, my new label account on Instagram literally gets a quarter of the views I did on the first one. So I know, yeah. You can have like momentum going and then just like, it's wild that all those AI artists got your stuff, man. That's so dumb. They're like, you're discriminating against us because we use AI. Like, yeah, I was actually. And Boytram says, random question, do you listen to Castles of Court? We have been listening to them a bit here this summer. That's it. Yeah, they're not like in my regular rotation, but I know Castles of Court. Like I ran into, I think the name is like Jort or something. I don't know. They're from Norway, I think. But like, you know, I have like friends. He's a friend of a friend. But yeah, their stuff is dope. Yeah, I mean, like they got bangers. I'm not gonna lie. But like, they're more like the like, what kind of thing? I think like more signal wave technically. But no, I have a lot of respect for Castle and Court. But yeah, I do know them. News at 11 is a crazy album. It's also extra crazy when you consider like Castle and the Corp isn't American, which just makes it like extra like, how did you make this? You know what I mean? William says, what kind of tunage is Cast System? Cool name. It's like very like slowed down 80s music. Like if you think my music sounds like a slowed down adult film music from the 80s, William, Castle and Corp is like literally that. Like Castle and Corp is like way more than how you think of mine. You know what I mean? It's like that times 10. But you might like him. Yeah, they have an album called News at 11. It's kind of like a 9/11, kind of like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like literally, I think the movie is about like the day before 9/11. So like how like optimistic everyone was, especially in America and New York and stuff like that, the day before. So it's kind of like a weird like juxtaposition album. It's very emotional actually, but yeah. It's kind of like an album that's like, what if this didn't happen? You know what I mean? But Boystrom says, that's what's up. I got that nostalgia. Yeah, very nostalgic. Yeah, Cast System Corp, again, they're not necessarily my cup of tea, but I have a lot of respect for them, and I get why people like them. Their stuff is super sick. And William says, I got them on my YouTube for the shoot. Awesome, yeah. Yeah, I probably should do the same thing, honestly. I haven't listened to News at 11 in a long time. It's been a little bit. And Boystrom says, I found them shuffling Lush Crayons music. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Lush Crayons is really cool, too. Yeah. All these people are awesome people. But yeah, here we go, William. I packed it all up for you, and I'll put it in the mail for you tomorrow. And William says, gotta step away for a minute, put my 100-year-old pop spit. Oh, be back shortly. Sounds good. But yeah, I'll have your plushie in the mail tomorrow, William. Thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. And I hope you enjoyed the plushie and all the extra goodies I put in there for you. But yeah, Castle and the Corp is super cool. Logan says, I think my Instagram gets banned if it's linked to my laptop, but it sucks. I can't read my DMs with my friends or watch reels when I'm charging my phone. I doubt it's like a ban if it's linked to your laptop thing, but it might be. Who knows? Facebook is like super over aggressive when it comes to like account security, which is ironic because people's accounts get hacked all the time. So it's like, bruh. And Boystrom says, it's crazy how shuffling Vaporwave will show you like 10 different genres and subgenres. Yeah, Vaporwave definitely does have like it's not like a problem, but we definitely do have a lot of like subgenres. If who is this? Says everything is a genre within a genre. Yeah, it kind of is. Yeah, because like if you think about it, like I don't know, like Vaporwave you could just say is like, I don't know, what would you call it? It's like soul music technically. You know what I mean? But it's like a genre of a genre of a genre. Boystrom says, it's not a problem, I'm dead. Yeah. I mean, it kind of is, it kind of not. I don't know. It's just silly more than anything. But yeah. Alright. And then Simply Adeo's not here. I think they said they were driving to get their girlfriend. But I listened to an album, but I don't know, when Simply Adeo gets here. Simply Adeo, if you watch the VOD, I listened to Jungle, and it's really good. It hella reminded me of my song Good Spirit. It's going to be on the next album. But the thing I wrote down is that like they're really good, but I just feel like they needed to sidechain their kicks way harder, and then it'd go crazy. Like I think the song Sunshine would make a good Future Funk sample. But yeah. They don't voice him. I don't know, voice him. Somebody else says they watch the VOD sometimes, so there you go. That way I don't have to, so I don't forget. But Boisham says the VHS static runs deep. Well, yeah, it really does. Yeah. I don't know, something about it, dude. I don't know. I feel like that was so much of our childhoods. It's just like going to sleep with the TV on, stuff like that. Just listening to like VHS static. It's like it's in our veins, dude. But how do you pull up something else? And Logan said, "Oh my god." Excuse me. And Logan says, "Bro, my boss just called me asking, yo, should I buy this car? The 0 to 60 is 0.5 seconds, and it's cool. That's crazy." And I said maybe. And an hour later, I got a screenshot of the receipt. That's crazy. It's cool your boss got money like that. Impulse buy the cars. But speaking of low-key, speaking of news at 11, you ever watch like people talk about politics back in the 2000s? It's kind of wild to compare it to today. Like it just seems like it's like, what were you guys complaining about? You know what I mean? Compared to the stuff going on today, it's crazy. All right, what else I want to bring up? And Logan says, I made so many impulsive, intrusive purchases because and I became a approver of it. I know, yeah. Yeah, sometimes it happens. We're just like, yeah, sure, why not? And then like all of a sudden they're like, all right, close to my entire life savings. You're like, huh? Why? What's wild is the homie sent me a video on like kind of the architecture of Hong Kong in the context of like Ghost in the Shell. I was watching that just recently. And what's crazy, I didn't realize that like, I guess Hong Kong was built on like a crazy mountainside or something. So because of that, like they had to build the city like up, and like you can like walk for an entire hour around the city of Hong Kong and never be on the actual ground. Like they just have like sky bridges to like across the entire city, and like parks that are like elevated on top of a building. Like it's crazy. And I was like, what? So yeah, I was immediately thinking like, so you could like live in Hong Kong and like be like, oh, because like they, you know, they have like public transit and stuff like that. But you'd be like, oh, dude, she like, you know, I have a crush on this girl, but she lives like an hour away from me walking. You know what I mean? Which is like crazy. She lives on like the other side of all the sky bridges, an hour away. So yeah. And then at the very end of the video, they made a good point that like architecture is important because like it's like the last way to really like preserve how a place feels. Because like, you know, like because Hong Kong, they're like restructuring a lot of it and stuff. But like the whole like cyberpunk aesthetic was like a specific time in Hong Kong where they had a lot more neon and stuff. And now that's all like LEDs and stuff like that. Like, and they're like redoing all the buildings so they look like less, you know what I mean, like less cyberpunky, for lack of better words. It just doesn't like, there's no place on Earth anymore that looks like a cyberpunk city. But at some point, Hong Kong did. But because they changed the architecture, that you can't go to cyberpunk land anymore, if that makes sense. But Zeke says, realize so many CEOs mention starting their careers in the garage, but you can tell who's real and who isn't. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I've never heard Bill Gates mention how hot it gets. That's a good point, Zeke. Yeah, there's never a time where Bill Gates was like, oh, I started my business from my garage. It was hot in there. They never say that. You have a good point. That's funny. You kind of spitting. Yeah, Nick, someone needs to press Bill Gates. Yo, when you started your business, how hot was that garage, man? What it feel like in there? And Rampage says, yo, bring that to Irvine. Although Irvine got lots of pretty trails. Yeah, I mean, Irvine, yeah. Like, yeah. Rampage says they're trying to build a citywide network of bike trails. Not doing too bad. Honestly, that's pretty cool. That sounds like a very Irvine thing, though. It's like, yeah, we gotta build bike trails across the entire city. Yeah, I know people in Irvine be biking. The thing about Irvine for me, though, is always it's like so corporate. That's like the one downside of Irvine is like there's like nothing to do there other than like go to work. You know what I mean? Or like eat food. But it's very much like a place where you like stay at home all day playing Nintendo Switch, or you're at the office. You know what I mean? And Boysham says, we watched this YouTuber who is fluent in many languages take someone who was a tribe in the Amazon to Hong Kong. It was crazy. Complete opposites. It was a trip. Yeah, I bet that was super crazy. I heard that, doesn't that like mess them up low-key? Like you're not supposed to do that because it's like too much for them to take in at once. Like as a human being. Or am I making that up? I might be making that up. I don't know. But that's cool though. It sounds like a hella good video. Do you remember the name of the video, Boychum? And Rosa says, I don't know why I get so sleepy during this hour. I'm gonna go again. Take care. Yeah, no worries, Roses. Take care. It's probably just because it's hot. I know it's like it's been hot lately. I don't know about you, but the heat makes me tired, so I don't blame you. Even I just finished a whole coffee, and I could be like, you know what? That doesn't sound bad. I was never told I can't do this, so I'm gonna email you how it looks so far. Well, okay, for sure. Sounds good, Logan. Look out for it. I will look out for the email. And Boychum says he was the tribe's very worldly member. He traveled most countries, but this is the first time he saw something futuristic. Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. So that's funny. I mean, that's actually super sick. He was like, he assigned, yo, we need you to travel the world to tell the tribe what's going on. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool job. Yeah, I mean, kind of like the, I don't know if you heard about like the concept of like a griot in like Africa. It was like one person was responsible for learning the entire village's stories so they could pass them down to the next person. So it's like they were like the story database for the whole village. And Ziama NYC movie. Oh, I know who you're talking about. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll check that out. Yeah, I kind of low-key ran to YouTube to watch. I'm not gonna lie. Amazon Village. Yep, I found it. 4 million views. And they're all naked? Wow. And rare track playing in the background. Yeah, voice I know. Heck yeah. Oh, dude. I mean, it's kind of bad, but also my buddy sent me a video. I don't know this YouTuber. I feel like he probably would say some stuff I don't agree with here and there, but he sent me one video about, they're called like the Fat Files, but like the video was called like the greatest invention of the 20th century, air conditioning. Dude, the video killed me, dude. Because pretty much it was just him talking shit to like Europeans of like, bro, just buy an air conditioner. Just buy an air conditioner. And I guess like in France, the examples they were giving, like in France, like right now, like it's like you're a conservative, crazy person if you believe in air conditioners in France. It's like, bro, what are you guys talking about? It was hella funny. He was just talking straight shit to Europeans for like 20 minutes straight. I mean, it's actually kind of like, and like the guy was making good points. It's like really sad. I guess in Europe, like across the European Union, I think it was like 100,000 people die of heat stroke every year in Europe. And he's like, you should buy an air conditioner. You know what I mean? Like, what do you guys do with? But it's because air conditioning became like a political issue that like they just deal with it. I don't know. But yeah, the video was just killing me, dude. He was making some hilarious points. Besides the actual very real one, that's like really sad. But it's like, bro, what are you guys doing, man? But Voisin says it's crazy to think at one point these countries had perfect weather and absolutely no use for AC. Now global warming has completely messed. I know, yeah. I know, it's kind of sad that like global warming really messed that up. This is for like colder places. There's another thing too. I'm sure like in the past, like a British heat wave wasn't hot as it is now. But what's another crazy point they made is that a British, you know how sometimes a British like, oh, there's like a new heat wave in London, it's so bad, yada yada. It's 30 degrees Celsius. And his point was like, if you do the conversion to Fahrenheit, it's only 81 degrees. It's like, what? Y'all complain about 81 degrees? What are you talking about, dude? What are we even talking about? 81? That's not bad. That's a normal day. The Mexican Gamer says, fellas, is it political to die of heat stroke? I guess it is, man. I guess it is. Out in Europe, it is, dude. And Lane says, yo, Aaron, hope everything's going well. Hey, good to see you, Lane. Hi. Hey, it's been a minute. How you doing? I gotta wake up super early for work tomorrow, and I just want to stop by. Well, dude, thanks for stopping by. How you feeling? How you doing? We're talking about how Europeans should buy an AC. But yeah. But thanks for stopping by, dude. And Voisin says, that's a nice day here. Exactly, 81 isn't bad. That's a really nice day. And I forgot what else I was gonna say. I don't know, just the video is hella funny. It was killing me. I was like dying. Oh, there was something else I want to say about the video. Because he talked about how there's only 8 degrees. Oh, the other thing is too, on top of like, you know, Celsius versus Fahrenheit, his point was like, oh, like, people say Celsius is better than Fahrenheit because it's the boiling point of water. And he was like, first of all, no, it's not. Because boiling water depends on the altitude as well as like the temperature. So to just say, oh, it freezes at 0, it's like, well, where? You know, if you're at sea level, 0 is going to freeze it, but maybe not if you're like in the mountains. So then your point's already false. You know what I mean? And he was like, on top of that, like, keeping it real, if I'm going outside today and I'm like trying to figure out how hot it is, I don't give a shit what a glass of water thinks how hot it is. I want to know what a human thinks how hot it is. I was like, dog, you're spitting. You're spitting. Yeah. I was crying laughing. But Logan says, oh, welcome back, William. Logan says, okay, I emailed you a video of the site so far. I'm going to bed. Hey, we got me food for lunch tomorrow. See you, goat. Catch you around, dude. Thanks for stopping by, Logan. Thanks for sending the video. And yeah, check it out when I get a chance. Yeah, I'm super slammed doing Must Save 1 stuff, but I'll check it out when I can. Enjoy going to bed and enjoy making food, Logan. Stay groovy. Yeah, I'll definitely let you know when I can. But Nathan, what's up, dude? Aaron, we're good to see you again. I've been bumping your tracks more than usual. About to go on a night drive, listen to the tunes. Hey, I'm glad to hear it, Nathan. Dude, also, I always appreciate that you're Lego Batman. Oh, no, you're Lego Wolverine. I'm sorry. That's sick. Yeah, thanks for being down to, you know, bump my tunes more lately. Glad to hear you're about to enjoy a night drive with them. That's what's up, dude. Thank you so much, dog. And, and Zeke, my bad. How, like, Logan's message got split in between. The European bonding and culture shock during the World Cup was super neat and the highlight of my year. Wish our countries can have more. Yeah, I agree, Zeke. That's another thing that were like kind of was really funny, is that a lot of Europeans came to America for the World Cup and they're like, wait a minute, it's actually hot. You know what I mean? They learned what actually hot feels like. It was hella funny, but it was a cool bonding moment for sure. I do think we have like a lot more in common than we think. I mean, it's kind of it's where we're all from. I mean, I just like the, you know, Caucasian people, but still, that's where they're from. You know what I mean? So it's like not too different. Just, yeah. And I've been to Germany a couple times. Germany's super sick. No, only once. But I've been to Germany before. I mean, like, they're normal people. It's like the same deal. After traveling a bunch, I think everyone just wants the same thing. We just want, like, everyone just wants to have a family, go to work, come home, chill, eat some good food. Like, that's all culture. You know what I mean? But none of us are really that different. But yeah. Rampage says, Yama, MIC, super talented dude. Love his videos about language. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I've seen a bunch of them. I like when he goes to like Chinese restaurants and like starts speaking Chinese. They're like, what the heck? Why can you speak Chinese so good? But yeah. Mexican Gamer says, right, they'll say on average. I'm like, bro, Earth is 1 in 1 billion. It probably boils more often than many other degrees. Yeah, exactly, Mini Gamer. Exactly. They said Celsius is like an average of when water boils. And it's like, well, then what's the point? But Voisham says, my girlfriend showed me his videos. He's doing amazing work for real. Heck yeah. Shouts out to Giamma NYC. Lane says, everything's been well over here. Been chasing a bag for the most part, but I haven't had time for any hobby stuff as recent. Hey, I feel you on that. You know, sometimes you go through phases, Lane, where we're just like, dude, we're getting that money, dude. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I have a few friends that like right now they're like working like 3 jobs. And I'm like, what happened? They're like, I don't know, man. I just gotta make money. And I don't think that they need it. They just kind of were like, you know what? More money would be nice right now. I'm just getting that bag. And I'm like, hey man, ain't nothing wrong with that. Like every one of their Instagram stories is just them at work at like some job doing something. I'm like, hey, get your money, man. But Nathan says, yes sir, me and my friends got the original Fantastic Four Lego picks, Wolverine, Hulk, Spider-Man, the Ghost Rider. That's sick. That's cool. It's like between all your homies. That's awesome. I'm sure it's like hella cool to see, especially because it's like immediately it's like, oh hey, that's the home. You know what I mean? It's like an easy way to be like, hey. Voisham says, speaking of hot, how's Arizona been? How you living? Oh yeah, it's been kind of crazy, dude. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm doing good. But right now it's 110. Tomorrow's gonna be 113. But yeah, it's pretty much been like 110 plus for the past 4 weeks. It feels like, I think, yeah. And then when it's not, the only time it's been not 100 has been when we have dust storms. So we've been having lots of dust storms. So it's like, it's kind of scary if you watch, like, you can look them up online. They're called haboobs, but it's literally like a giant, like, it looks like a Godzilla smoke monster is like, comes over the city and just like, and it's crazy. The way I describe it is like, you know, in Pokemon Ruby, that one section where like there's a sandstorm section and you need like the goggles to like walk through the sandstorm. It's like that, but in real life. And it happens at like, it's been happening a lot at night lately. I got caught in a couple of them. And it's like, it sucks too, because you get caught in them. It's like, you feel like you're caked in mud. It's like, it's really gross. And there's like a bunch of lightning out here. Yeah, it's kind of, summertime out here is like, not only is it hot, but it's like, it's actively trying to kill you. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah. But Zeke says, we're like cousins whose parents can't get past the internet, that one family gathering. Oh, wow, yeah. That's funny, Zeke. Yeah, I got a few friend groups like that. That's pretty much how me and all my college friends are. We're just like, we're kind of like all in like this like little like mini group. But Lane says, for real, let's have something to do. Yeah, hey, yeah, something to do is, hey, it's hard to come by. So that's something to do where you get paid for it. That's what's up.
New merch order from Obet.
Thank you, Obed. If you're watching, let me know. I'll pack it right now. That's what's up. I'm signing CDs right now, Obed, but I got you, dog. And then Nathan says, getting a new job soon, and when I do, I'll be ordering something for Groovy Kaiju. So, hey! Now, support, brother. Much respect for you, man. Keep going. Thank you, Nathan. I appreciate you wanting to support and being down to, like, you know, just throw some my way. I appreciate it, dog. Yeah, I'm going to be super stoked to sign and send whatever you grab. But heck yeah, dog. Congrats on getting a new job soon, too. Or when you do get it. But you know what I'm trying to say. Stoked for you to get it. What do you plan on applying for, if you don't want me asking, Nathan? And Borsham says, I can't even imagine 110 or dust. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it just feels like you're being cooked. I mean, one of these days you might experience it, but yeah, it just feels like like you put your hand on like you're in an air fryer. That's the best way I can describe it, is you're inside of an air fryer. But it's like the world. And the dust stuff, it's scary, I'll be honest, yeah. Dust stuff is kind of crazy. Because it's like 1 second, like it's just really windy, and like the next second it's like Pokemon Ruby, like, you know what I mean? And it's like always wild too, because like you know what happens, because like you get like a national emergency weather report, but the next morning you just see like trees just like gone. You know what I mean? Like, oh. But yeah. Yeah, I was mentioning last time there's like a really fun like dungeon crawler VR game I used to play. I couldn't find it because there's a bunch of like new ones that are like better. Oh my god, better, better than that one apparently. But yeah. Oh yeah, but speaking of Hong Kong, did y'all see that like China had the most profitable movie ever? Because like some dude had a friend that let him put like his like YouTube video in like the movie theaters in China, and then it went viral for being like such a bad movie. Like they had like, you know, like The Room, where it's like with Tommy Wiseau. It's like it's so bad that it's good. Yeah, they had their own like The Room. It's like an animation about a cow family go viral in China, and now it's the most profitable movie ever because they made it for $50. And Nathan says, I'm gonna be a jewelry guy repairing rings and stuff. Oh, that sounds super fun. I mean, not like fun, I mean, it's work, but that's cool, honestly. So it's like keeps your hands busy. I like jobs that keep your hands busy. Because like stuff like that, you can just throw on like a little YouTube video or something in the background. You'd be chilling, dude. You'd be chilling, dog. And Lane says, isn't like 115 to 225 degrees Fahrenheit the highest point where even sweating is enough to pull you down? I think of humidity. No, you are right, Lane. It's a mix. Like it's what it's called is wet bulb temperature. My buddy actually just sent me a video on this, where it's like, because you know humidity and actual heat like work together to how hot it feels. So 150, it's like you would also need some humidity. The thing about Arizona is that it's 125, but like there's almost zero humidity unless there's a dust storm. Then it's like get wrecked. It's like go indoors and find AC immediately. But yeah, there is a point where like if it's humid enough and hot enough, the sweat can evaporate off your body to cool you down, so then you can die because your body can't react to the heat anymore. So because of that, it's only happened like over all of the world, like I think a couple of times, like a handful of times, and like funnily enough in some parts of like I want to say like Asia, but it's like kind of rare. Like you have to be outside, like in the middle of nowhere, wet bulb temperature, you're done. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's not too much of a problem yet, but it's definitely something like people are paying attention to because of global warming, where it's like, oh, this might actually happen more often than we think. So yeah. But Nathan, because I know you're leaving, always happy to see you doing well, man. We're always rooting for you. Most positive guy I've ever seen. Oh, thank you, Nathan. And yeah, dude, enjoyed, doing what you gotta do. Happy to see you as well, Nathan. And take it easy, dude. Thanks for stopping by as always. And have fun repairing rings and stuff when you get that job, dude. Hell yeah. But Boytram says, dude, I just got hit with an ad. It was the D&D role for a sandwich guy promoting his book. Low-key was so sick. Hey, that's cool. Who's the D&D role for sandwich? Oh, I know what you're talking about. I had to think about it for a second. My bad. That's cool. That's why they got him in an ad now. And Lane says, oh yeah, new lie, yeah. Or like, I don't know how to speak Chinese, but like a new lie. But yeah, I guess the clip that went viral is the cow going, "Mama!" And everyone was like just dying laughing in the theater. It's kind of like their chicken jockey. Chicken jockey. But yeah. And Lane says, yep, like a dry heat, yep. Miss Num, what up, dude? Yo, what's cooking, mama? El Nino cooking us all. You know, it really is, dude. Yeah, we're getting cooked right now. I'm like, yo. How you doing? How's your Tuesday going? Good Miss None. And Mex Gamer says, what a cool ad. They'd be trying to sell me insurance. Dude, no, for real though. Same. I get a lot of like warehouse ads. So I used to like get help from like a warehouse contractor person to help me ship out CDs. And now that I don't anymore, all the warehouses are like, it's our turn. I'm like, no, man. I can't afford it. But Nicholas, what up, dude? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Hello, Groovy. Just stop in and say what's up. Thanks for stopping in and say what's up. How you doing? How's your Tuesday? How you feeling? How you doing? Yeah, what is up is that we're just signing Monster Tape Zeros. And he's all signed up. Make more CDs later. And Boytram says, thanks for letting me yap, Groovy. I've got a 10-hour shift tomorrow. Dang! I'll be heading out. Talk to you later, dude. Thanks for stopping by. It's always good to catch up with you, dog. Like, for real. Deadass Net Navi be asking about you sometimes. But how's the boyfriend? He's chilling. But yeah, dude, catch you around. I'm gonna watch your reels later tonight. Take it easy, dog. La, baby. All right. And Miss Nunn says, I'm doing good. Working on some music today for an animated horror project. Oh, sick. Trying to get it done before Halloween. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's the thing about being like a creator in Miss Nunn, like someone who creates stuff. It's just holidays is just, oh, I don't know. It's like a hard deadline where you have to get it out before the holiday. But there's always that, like, you want to do it like not too early, not too late. And it's, yeah. I feel you on that. But have fun doing the horror thing. I wish I could do horror stuff. I just can't. I get too scared. I get too scared. And Boysham says, I just wish him happy birthday, Lamau. Sounds good. Later. Oh, sick. Heck yeah. Get your own Boysham. Take it easy. Yeah, Nenevi's birthday just passed. It was the 13th. And Mexican Gamer says, I see the reels you like on Instagram. Uh-oh. I didn't know those are visible. And it's always the ones I send my friends. A man of good meme taste, lol. Okay, sick. Heck yeah. I'm glad. I'm glad they're all good. Hopefully I haven't liked any questionable memes for you. Yeah, I want to start sharing memes more. But I don't know. I feel like I've been on the internet since I was 6 years old. What I find funny is, like, at this point, just like super cursed. You know what I mean? Like, if for a meme to really make me be like, I gotta share this with somebody, it has to be like stupid, both in terms of like what it is, like just absurd, but also like ridiculously funny. Like the last meme I shared was like an animated one where it was a guy who had to play basketball against Air Bud. And he was just like, come on, man. My girlfriend's watching. Don't do this to me. It's just Air Bud, like, as a dog. Haha. And like just turns to an anamorph dog and then like absolutely like does like a under the leg slam dunk on the guy. It killed me. That was like the last funny good meme I saw. And Miss Nunn says, yeah, for real. Thank you. I get scared too, but I find making it comforting. I'm sure that makes sense. No, that makes sense. Because if you control the horror, then it probably makes feel a lot better. Yeah. But I don't know, yeah. I could imagine having like an element of control makes it feel a little bit better and comforting. But yeah, even like making it to me is, I don't know. I'm like, I haven't seen enough to even know what makes good horror. Because I'm just always like, no, keep that over there. William says, I was just going through my collection of artist stickers and looking for a certain set, and I just realized I have about 200 of your stickers. God, I need more. I know, right? Yeah. Yeah, I've given you a bunch. Just because I feel like, I don't know, whenever I send you stuff, I'm like, might as well. You can start your own, like, Groovy Kaiju sticker shop from all the leftover stickers I give you. That'd be kind of funny. I'm messing around, but yeah. And Julius, what up, dude? What's good? Good to see you. Hope you've been doing good for a little bit. How you feeling? How you doing? How's your Tuesday? Mexican Gamer says, yes, bro, just demolished. Yeah, okay, you seen it? Dude, that killed me the first time I saw it. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't know. I use Google Photos, so I'll even like download reels when they let me, and I'll like put them in like a memes folder. So I have a whole bunch of just like memes. But Zeke says, sometimes I'll heart a meme and then check my soul and remove it. Check your soul? What do you mean? Like it gets embedded into who you are, Zeke. And it missed none a bit. Yeah, I get that. Okay, cool. You get me on the control thing and miss none. Yeah, because that's what I think it is. Is like for me, it's like the lack of control. I think is like what mostly bugs me out. So it's like jump scares. I hate jump scares, which I think no one likes because people call them cheap. But I'm like, no. Like to me, it's like no. Turn it off. Turn it off. But yeah. William says, I got a few of the T-Rex magnets too. I got like 8 of those. Oh wow. I'm glad I gave you so many. That's cool. Yeah, I want to make more magnets too. I like the magnets. Just because I feel like a sticker, like to your point, like sometimes they like end up like, you know, falling off or like, you know, they end up like degrading over time. Whereas like a fridge magnet, and once it's on your fridge, like I have magnets from like 2015 on my fridge still. You know what I mean? They last a long time. Miss Nunn says, I also hate jump scares 9 out of 10 times. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, I think even horror fans don't like jump scares. I don't know, but it's just like it's part of the genre. You know what I mean? So I don't know. And to me, I'm just like a nope. I think I have every album and a few CDs too. I've looked at that site. Yeah. No, I think you probably do have every album, William, which I appreciate. Thank you so much. But yeah. And Zeke says, just like quickening, like, wait, that's a real person that happened to? Like, specifically on prank or fail comms? Reels make it hard to remember that sometimes? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing about, like, short form video in general, is that it tends not to stick with you. So I know a lot of, like, short form skit creators have a really hard time, like, actually building a for real audience, not just like a bunch of likes and numbers, because people don't remember them. You know what I mean? Because it's just like, oh, that was funny for like 5 seconds. But it's like a YouTuber or something, like they tend to like actually, you tend to be like, okay, yeah, I get what this person's about. I look forward to the new releases and stuff like that. Like very few short form creators were able to like actually build like a fan base. Like the Tony Stavachi guy, that guy's hilarious. Ranger vs. Hydra, I got you. That's the one guy I'm like, oh hell yeah. He did one today that was like him dancing, and he was like, how it must have been like to pitch Happy Feet. This is him dancing. He's like, yeah, you see this, right? Now imagine it's all penguins. And I was like, dude, you're too comedy. But I think I've been watching too a lot of videos on people buying food off of Facebook Marketplace. That's like super interesting to me. Have y'all ever like? Has anyone here ever bought food off of Facebook Marketplace? Is that a thing anyone does? I found out there's a bunch of like people who just like are small businesses that just cook from their home and sell food. Which says no, I know, right? It's probably very sketchy. But Joshua Wiseman did a video, and Mythical Kitchen did a video on it. And like a lot of times they tend to, the food tends to be like, I don't know, the thing about made me mad is Joshua Wiseman's like, I got my food thermometer, which is good. That's how you check if food is safe. He would talk to them for 30 minutes and then put the thermometer in like, well, it's like 10 degrees under. It's like, yeah, because he just gave you the food that you were talking for 30 minutes. It would have cooled down a little bit, dog. You know what I mean? But surprisingly, a lot of them were like keeping up with like food safety and stuff. And some of them he was like, this is like ridiculously good. Who is it says? Oh, hey, thank you, William. Oh, Skyer, no way, hell yeah. Dude, hell yeah, Skyer. But thank you so much, William, for gifting a sub to Skyer. They're here all the time, so I'm sure they're hyped. But, real quick, because Zika's heading out. Gotta go get dinner. Hope you make a bunch of sales tonight. Much love, Sable. Oh, thank you, Zeke. I appreciate the kind words. Yeah, today, lately, it's been going pretty good. Thank you, Zeke. And, yeah, enjoy dinner. Hope it's good. Maybe buy off Facebook Marketplace. I'm kidding, don't do that. But yeah. But who's it says, it's a life rule. You don't eat at everyone's house. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, some people's, their houses, Sometimes you want to look at a friend and be like, hey, you know what? I don't know about eating your food, man. Miss Nun says, dang, sounds scary. Get to the basement, Jess. Yeah. Yeah, it is super scary. Because William asks, I have no idea what I just did. Can someone explain? Pretty much, when you gift a sub, William, it's like a Twitch feature where essentially you give like someone else access to all the extra benefits of like supporting the stream. So it's like you essentially like allowed someone else to watch the stream without ads, and they get all the emotes and stuff like that. And yeah, but for like a whole month. So yeah, so you just kind of like hooked up Skyer pretty much. So yeah, William says, okay. Yeah. So it's like a way to like support others in the community, if that makes sense. But yeah, it's like a built-in Twitch feature. And yeah. Mixed Gamer says, I love when he does those. The first person to try and come up with the idea of a window but struggling to explain it. You mean like a window at a house to sell food, Mixed Gamer? Or are we talking about something else? Did I get lost in the plot? But I just saw that you said movie theaters are too loud now. Yeah, the movie theaters are pretty loud. especially in the jump scare moments, I'd be like, wow. But yeah, William says okay. Skyr says thanks. Yeah, dude. Yeah, shouts out to William, dog. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, Tony Stavochi. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean that's a joke. Yeah, I haven't seen that one, but yeah, I'll have to watch that. I'll have to find that one. Yeah, because I can already imagine that's probably funny. Yeah, we're gonna like cut out a hole in this wall here, and we're gonna put a piece of glass so you can see. What? Why would we do that? I can already imagine. I always think about like the first person who must have had to try milk, like cow's milk. You know what I mean? That guy was probably tripping. Yeah. It's like, but dog, it's for baby cows. It's not for humans. Why not? Why can't it be? Miss Nunn says, for movie theaters, that's why I don't watch The Odyssey, because Christopher Nolan makes his movies too loud. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I haven't watched the... Honestly, I'm very terrible at like remembering directors and stuff like that. I'm really like, I don't know. For some reason, my brain, I could listen to a song and be like, oh, that was made by this artist, produced by this person, yada yada. But like when it comes to movies, I'm like, is Zendaya in it? Cool. Like, I just know like I know very little actors' names. I'm just like, Spider-Man movie, dope. I'm such a like movie normie. Not gonna lie. Like, I'll be honest, I know the name Christopher Nolan. I don't know what he looks like. But yeah, I also admit though, I feel like, you know, I probably listen to music way too loud. I've been to too many concerts. I can already tell. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna be like, I'm definitely gonna be 80. Like, what? I gotta take care of my ears more. Before it's too late. I ain't gonna lie to you. And Missing says true, yeah. But yeah, but the whole Facebook Marketplace thing, the food, pretty much the reason why Joshua Wiseman did it is because he was kind of making like a soft pitch to be like, if anyone watches this video from like Facebook, please make a food tab on Facebook Marketplace. Because I do think I do like the idea of people being able to start a small business from their house selling food. Because keeping it real, speaking of who is its point, you don't get everyone's house. Some people, they're the house. They're the ones that can't cook. You know what I mean? Because like sometimes you go to a friend's house, you're like, damn, you guys can't cook. Like somebody needs to help them. You know what I mean? Somebody needs to help them. And I think a local like Ethiopian mother, grandma, could definitely help out. As long as she can like, you know what I mean? Sometimes they need help. And the thing about like Facebook Marketplace food is that like it tends to be a little bit cheaper compared to like a restaurant. Because like, you know, all the ingredients are like local and stuff like that, and I'll like pay for all the overhead of like a restaurant. But essentially like it's like a ghost kitchen from someone's actual kitchen. But yeah. But yeah, I got a few recipes that'd be like, damn, I'd be down to do a Facebook Marketplace food thing if I had the time. That sounds kind of fun, low key. Like I know in New York, I saw another video from Action Bronson that did a video on this dude that like, it was like towards the tail end of like the lockdowns. There was a dude who would just like make New York style pizzas in like his Brooklyn apartment, in just his little apartment oven, and was like crushing it. And Miss Nunn says, how good would the food have to be for you to go down the basement? I'll be honest with Miss Nunn. I'm not just eating anybody's food, but I'll try some crazy. I've been to some weird places to eat food. I'm not gonna lie to you, because that's where the good stuff is, technically, in my opinion. Like deadass, I have a friend that grew up really low income, and I hope this isn't rude to say, but like, you know, before like anime and stuff like kind of took over pop culture, there was a hot second where like kind of like, if you were low income, you'd shop at like Asian markets and stuff because they would be the cheapest because it was still like, you know, people like immigrant mentality type stuff. So because he was super low income and he wasn't Asian, but he just was super low income, so that's where he had access to. He knows all of like the where to go to get good food. So he was like dead ass. Like when it comes to Asian food, he was like, I don't look at the reviews, I don't look at anything. I just look at the pictures of the inside and I could just spot it. Like, oh, this is the place we want to go to. And he's like, the more, like he knows like if the seats on the thing are ripped, oh yeah, that place goes this crazy good. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I just have to kind of, if I knew a guy that was like, yo man, just trust me. It's in a basement, but it's really, I would go. Don't even gotta commit, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. And Mexi Gamer says, bro, I learned some people got throw up bowls that they put their food in after they clean it. Like, nah, bro. I've never heard of a throw up bowl. I thought you were supposed to puke in a toilet, no? Do people have bowls in their house that they just throw up in? What's going? What house is you going to, man? No, but yeah. What's a throw up bowl? Yeah, I tend not to. Once I use a food bowl or something for non-food purposes, then it's yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, cool. I would do the same questions. Yeah, okay, cool. But yeah, even like recently, I started using one of my like Del Taco cups to like, you know, mop my floor. So I put in like the Fabuloso concentrate with water. And I used to use it to like drink out of it, but now even though it's the Fabuloso cup now, because I'm like, this is no longer a food safe thing. I just don't trust it anymore. I even saw a thing recently where a guy was like trying to do like a viral prank where he went to Dollar Tree, bought a bottle of Ajax, like, you know, like the cleaning solution fluid with like ammonia in it, dumped it out, got a water bottle, just pour the water in, shook it up, dumped that out, and then put Gatorade in it, and then like went to go check out and like, oh, I'm buying some Ajax. After I just bought it, the guy scanned it, he grabs it from him and drinks it. And I'm like, dude, you only rinsed it out. You didn't. That's crazy. All for a TikTok prank. I was like, you are crazy. You did not clean that enough. But Miss Nunn says throw up bowls insane. Yeah, now we're talking actual horror. This is what you gotta put in your the thing you're making, Miss Nunn. You gotta have the throw up bowl because that's actual horror. That's like that is from forbidden knowledge. Yeah, who is it for real? Mexican Gamer says, yeah, it's cooked. Bro, I know, yeah, you can't just drink out of like a cleaning product bottle after rinsing it out. I was like, that's crazy. All for a prank. I was like, no. Ain't no way, dude. Ain't no way. But yeah, I'm trying to think of like the sketchiest place I've been to eat food. Oh, I know. That's easy, actually. There was this place in Long Beach that was called Dave's Burgers, and it was a burger shack in it was like a burger shack in like a gas station parking lot. I mean, it's not too bad because like sometimes you'll have like the taco trucks in the gas station, you know what I mean? But it was like next to the pumps, like close, you know what I mean? And yeah, they didn't serve fries. They only served burgers. But that place was so good, dude. It was so good. So yeah, so that's one of them. Decently laced with gas. But Jay, you had this burger, dude. You'd be like, what the heck? And Mr. OMG, ever heard about Dave's? Yeah, they got bought out, so it's not the same. But like, you had to be there because they sold the shack. But it was so good, dude. The burgers were stupid. And it was like a small Asian woman. Like there was no one named Dave. It was just a small Asian lady that would just like make burgers, and she crushed it. But Miss Nunn says all-purpose bowl. Yeah, Skyer, Ajax cleaned your window and your soul. Yeah, pretty much. That's what the guy was trying to do. Just Gatorade mixed with Ajax. Miss Nunn, I want to try it. Yeah, I mean you can't anymore because I think the lady who made the burger, she retired. So like whatever she was putting in those burgers, whatever special love she was putting into them, like, it's gone, dude. but it was so good. But William says, sketches I ever went to was a place in Little Turkey. When I was in the Navy, Master Chief suggested it, but it felt like we could die at any minute. Yeah. No, I feel that, William. Yeah, I feel like when you start going international, then you can definitely get into some like really interesting food places. But how was the food though, William? Was the food good? Because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like there is like a, which, you know, you don't want to live by this. Like there definitely is like a level where it's like, okay, it's sketchy and don't eat here. But sometimes, you know, there's like little like gems where like, because they put all their skill points into making good food, like everything else is like bad. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't know, but I've been in some weird places to eat food. I can tell you that. And would recommend. It's where the good food is usually. Like if the place doesn't have a story, then food probably not that good. I'm gonna be honest with you. William says the food was great. Don't remember what I got. The only bad tasting food I got at a place was in Portugal. Yeah. I don't think I've ever had food from Portugal. Like Portuguese food. I can imagine that though. I feel like I'm trying to think of the last time I had Portuguese food. It's just not a food I eat that often. But yeah, Turkish food is hella good though. What I love is that in Berlin, actually that's where I had all my bad food. German food was not that great. It was just like super under seasoned. Remember I had like schnitzel for the first time? You know what I mean? And I was like, oh, I'm gonna have schnitzel, hell yeah, chowder. Let's, you know, like to the cartoon shows, chowder. I was like, oh, I'm gonna have schnitzel. And I had it and I was like, this tastes like an air fried chicken nugget. I was like, man, it was like this super fancy restaurant. We had to buy the water. I was like, man, Europeans have got AC and you have to pay for water? That's crazy. But yeah. But Lane says, all right, bro, I gotta head out. So I need to get ready for bed. Glad to stop by again. And I'll try to make it to another one and interact more if I'm not busy. Yeah, no worries, dude. Dude, just always, I appreciate you stopping by, Lane. Just say hi. It's always good to hear from you. And dude, enjoy getting ready for bed. And yeah, and hopefully, hey, I know you're working a lot. Saving up for that barcade, right? Saving up for that barcade, dude. Yeah, I'll catch you around. Take it easy, dog. But yeah, but Germany did have good chicken nuggets. And I don't know if I told the story. I think I did. But when I like going to McDonald's in other countries, that's like something that's really fun to do. I remember Germany had like a burger called the El Gigante, and it was like this like Mexican themed hamburger in Germany because, you know, what do they know about Mexico? But and it was a burger with tortilla chips in it, and I was like, what are you guys doing, dude? And I remember I like took a picture, sent it to NetNavi because like his whole family is like from Mexican, like they immigrated and he was born. You know what I mean? It what's it called? And I sent him a picture like, yo, like that's look at this, dog. Like I can't believe this. And then like I sent the picture, and then literally the guy behind me ordered it. And I was like, no, what are you doing? Like a random German citizen behind me was just like, yeah, can I get the El Gigante? I was like, what? I didn't have the bravery to order a burger with tortilla chips in it, unfortunately. So yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, I think we'll call it in like 10 minutes. Cause I think it's, you know, it's about bedtime for everybody. But what else? Did y'all ever watch the video kind of went viral, but it's like a video of a guy who lives in San Francisco that like lives, like he's like a Facebook meta engineer. He's a furry dude, and like his house is just like his desktop computer and like a bed, and that's it. And he was like breaking down his cost of living in San Francisco. But he was like, yeah, I'm like saving up to like retire early, but also I spent all my money on like my super tech forward fursuit. And I was like, hell yeah, dog. You got life figured out, dude. I had to go back and watch it again. It kind of happened a while ago. But let me run it back. Yeah, other than that. Oh, yeah, we talked about Tupac last time. The one guy, TVD, admitted that he was the killer of Tupac. And then he had to go to court for it. Miss Nunn says, no, I've not seen the video. Oh, dude. Yeah, you gotta check out the Furry Guy video. But yeah, the video is from Business Insider. And it's a dude saying, the video title is Breaking Down My $306,000 Salary in San Francisco. Cost of living. So the dude makes $300K a year. And like spends it, saves it all, and spends it on furry conventions. And like his house is just like a bed and like a desktop computer. That's it. I was like, hell yeah, dog. Live off the bare necessities. Get it? He's a furry bare necessity. I'm kidding. I'm sorry, I thought that was funny. And Miss Ness says, I know about the furry nightclub in San Fran, but oh, there's a furry nightclub in San Fran? No way. And Miss Nunn, I think I found the article. Oh, actually, it's a YouTube video of Miss Nunn. I mean, it probably is an article too, but yeah. Oh yeah, there really is a nightclub for furries. And you get $5 off if you come with your fursuit. That's crazy. It's called Frolic. Oh my god. That's kind of sick. I love people living their truth. Yeah, it's called Frolic, yeah. I'll be honest, like the first time I saw like people like, I feel like it's more, it's not that common, but it's common-ish to like go to a public event and people just fursuited, you know what I mean? But the first time I'd seen that was when I was living in the San Francisco area. When I was living in the Bay. It was like the first time I like went to like, there was like some public like farmer's market thing, and I was like skating on a skate park next to it. And there was a person there that was like in a fursuit, and I was like, oh wow, like the first time I've seen someone fursuit in public, just at like just for a normal event, like not a furry event, you know what I mean? And now it's like, you know, you go to Walmart, and like, oh hey, it's a guy in a fursuit. You know what I mean? Sometimes, but yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. But Skyr says, get $5 off if you spend thousands of dollars making a fursuit. You're not wrong, Skyr. It's an investment, you know what I mean? If you go to the event long enough, then yeah, you get your money back. It would only take how many nights you have to go? It's like a $3,000 fursuit. You have to go 600 times, Sky, and you'll make your money back. And Rampage says, I know about Cat Club in Frisco. I haven't seen a cat club either. I'm not a furry, but I'm never beating the allegations, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm actually putting that in the Monster Tape 1 thing. I'm never beating the furry allegations. Cat Club, I just looked it up. Yeah, Cat Club, it looks like a normal venue, but I'm sure they probably have furry events. For Frolic, I think is like a for real, yo. Even the website was like, the background was actual like fur. But this place does look sick though, I'm not gonna lie. Cat Club, I've got disco balls. I like disco balls. They miss none. Yeah, it makes sense. Dude, I wish I was a furry, but I don't feel nothing. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's like that, you know what I mean? Maybe you just haven't met the right person to bring you in. I know I'm like friends of friends with CK9C, Chaotic Canine Culture, and like because they're homies with Midnight Drift, and I'm homies with. I've met like a CK9C, like we've hung out a couple times in person. They're a cool, really cool guy, but they told me stories about like, you know, meeting lots of people and being like, oh, I wish I could be a furry, and like, no, let me put you in. Like, I don't know, you need like a furry godmother with Miss None. That's like a thing. The Mex Gamer says, was hoping I'd go feral type beat. Yeah. That's common, Mex Gamer. And Miss None says, oh, dope. Yeah, I just gotta. Maybe just go to a convention one year and just look for one. Whenever next time there's like a furry convention near you, see if someone will like adopt you. Like, I don't know if that's the term, but yeah. Rampage says, wouldn't be surprised if DNA Lounge had furries. They have like Leather Dom, Kawaii Night, on and on. Yeah, but actually I played a show at DNA Lounge once on like a Thursday night, and we were like doing a little pop-up event for a night tempo. DNA Lounge is super sick, and yeah, I'm not surprised. Like the whole, I saw some of the other shows they do. It is DNA Lounge is kind of the place to be. Not gonna lie, I'm sure they have to do a furry thing because yeah, they do. I saw their like lineup. They have like a lot of different events. Alright. It's not me tonight. But other than that, I think that's we talked about Tears for Fears last time. I tell the visuals for Monster Tape 1. Only thing about Monster Tape 1, when I did the live set, I forgot if I used Kid Icarus or not already for one of my songs in Destroy All Monsters. I think I did, but I'm doing it again. So why not? Because I feel like the song fits it really well. But yeah, cool. We'll sign a couple more CDs, and I think we'll go ahead and call it. How long has it been? It's been about 2 hours. Plus, I probably should. All right, let's just call it now because low-key, I gotta film these videos for the deluxe edition so I can get Monster Tape 1 going. So I'll start putting stuff away. But yeah, I should probably spend time working on Monster Tape 1. Was it because I have to pack a lot of orders tonight? It looks like, thankfully. It was weird last week. Things were like super roller coaster, and this week seems like it's going pretty good. So we'll see. I don't know. I put that away. Then we gotta make a thumbnail real quick. What should we do for the thumbnail? Miss Nunn says, "Good night, man. See it. Thanks for stopping by, Miss Nunn. I really appreciate it." Yeah, I'll use my little deck box. I'll do that. There we go. But cool. But yeah, y'all, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go work on Monster Tape 1 because I gotta get that out. We gotta get it launched, dude. It's almost here. Like we literally have 30 days left until the album. Literally 30 days from now, Monster Tape 1 will be dropped. So yeah, I gotta film these videos real quick. So yeah, Miss Nunn slick, Mix Gamer, yeah, dude, I'm super hyped to drop this. But yeah, get to work. I got you, Mix Gamer. But so I'll catch you around Skyer. Roses wasn't feeling well, so she's already headed out. Catch you around Voisham. I think they already headed out. Yeah, they did. Catch you around William. Thanks for stopping by, William. Who is it? 30 Days of Procrastination? I wish I could procrastinate for 30 days. Who is it? But I'm gonna be locked in. Yeah, the vinyl just shipped yesterday, so it's coming in I think Thursday. So I'm gonna be locked. I'm already planning to take all the photos and stuff. Like it's gonna be, yeah. I'm really good at not procrastinating, thankfully. But yeah. But who is it? I'll catch you around. William will catch you around. Zeke already headed out. But yeah, I'll catch you around Zeke. Catch you around Zaku if you're still watching on your beanbag at work. Catch you around Rampage. And yeah. Someone else I think I'm mixing. If I miss you, I'm sorry. I just looked at my chat real quick. Catch you around Nicholas if you're still watching. But yeah. Cool. Catch you around, everybody. Appreciate you hanging out. And yeah, I'm gonna go film Monster Tape 1 stuff. And William, your plushie's right here. I'll put it in the mail to him tomorrow, so it'll get there as soon as possible. But yeah, All right, y'all, take it easy. Thanks for all the emotes, Mex Gamer, and yeah, I'm gonna film these videos for Most Safe 1 coming out in 30 days. All right, take it easy. Peace.